Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of our Pokemon Battle Series, the School of Hard Knocks. So throughout this episode, like every other, we'll be jumping on to the Pokemon Global Link Battle Spotlight, playing under the Championship Battle Rules, which are the equivalent rule set of the VGC 2019 season. This is the Sun season, and we are continuing on this week with a team that WillR has given us kindly, out of the kindness of his heart, to play on the channel to end this Sun series segment of the season. So we are going to be playing Kyogre, Palkia, Incineroar, Stakataka, Kartana and Amoonguss. We got the delight of playing 2 episodes yesterday. I mean, one was a disconnect, but we got pretty much through to the end of that match, and we got a little extra one snuck in there. If you haven't seen that, go back up here, you can check that out from yesterday. It was very good kickstart with the team. Very Trick Room orientated team, this one. So you've got the Palkia with the Trick Room, the Stakataka with the Trick Room. You got Kyogre that performs super well in the Trick Room. It's a slow, bulky Kyogre. You got the Amoonguss for the support there. You got Incineroar Fake Out support, Intimidate support, and then you've got Choice Band Kartana, which is just ridiculous, and I actually really love on this team. It's so good. So without further ado, let's get into this episode, guys. As always, if you enjoy the content, do smash that like button down below. Make sure that you are subscribed to the channel so you stay up to date with all of our daily battle series and other content. So as I mentioned in our last episode, we will be taking a break for the Christmas period after this week. So this will be the last week with the School of Hard Knocks until after Christmas. So January we'll be returning with the Moon series, and it's just because I've got a lot going on in the background, predominantly work for the channel and the Patreon and other things like that. So we'll still be having episodes of our review series that we're doing for the Flinch Squad Sun series circuit at the moment, so do keep an eye out for those, and there'll be other stream uploads and things on the channel in between then and now. So but it's just to give me a little bit of time to work on guides for the Moon series and other content coming out for that. So do not fear, we're not going away forever. But we got our first opponent of the day, Hayosh, and playing a team of Kyogre, Incineroar, Yveltal, Aegislash, almost forgot about that Pokemon, I haven't seen it for so long, Landorus and TOXIPEX. So I'm still not feeling 100% obviously, because I'm pre-recording these episodes in one fell swoop just to make sure I get them out, because I don't know how able I'm going to be going on for the rest of the day. So I'm going to try and do it while I'm feeling up to it. We've got, right, the Yveltal or Stakataka is very good against it. We have to be careful for the Aegislash, the Landorus as well. A bit awkward to deal with, but our rain mode's not bad. Palkia does super well here. Intimidate going to be extremely helpful as well against the majority of these physical attackers like Yveltal, Landorus, and Incineroar. Okay, what are we going to do? If we get Trick Room up, I might leave Kartana, because Kartana is something I do fancy bringing to this match. It's like, it's pretty good against generally most things. Amoonguss and Kyogre. Do we do that? Yeah, let's do that. I mean, I talk about Intimidate being good and then don't bring it, but I think the 4 that we selected can do a good enough job. Yeah, so exciting. So we're doing the Sun series at the moment, which is the Flinch Squad Sun series, which is part of the Patreon. Got some cool prizes for the Sun series circuit. We're going into the Moon series now, and what the big eventual goal is, you play through these circuits and earn Flinch points, which will earn you an invite to a live stream invitational event at the end of the season with some extremely huge prizes. They haven't been decided yet, and it's all going to be depending on the Patreon pool that we've got to play with at the end of the season, but they will be amazing whatever they are. So if you'd like to get involved with the Flinch Squad circuit, you just need to sign up to the Patreon. Do it now before the 7th of January when the Moon series circuit begins, and then you'll be included in that. You'll get loads of extra perks, loads of extra content, loads of extra Moon series content as well. So I'm gonna, do I Trick Room here? I mean, I could just the TOXIPEX is a bit of an issue, but so is the Landorus. But I think if I Trick Room and bring in Amoonguss, it's not the worst of plays here, because we can Rage Powder, stop putting stuff to sleep, and just start hitting things with Palkia. So Landorus withdrawing. Gonna reserve that for later as Yveltal hits the field. So okay. And that Dark Aura appearing. Toxic coming out is gonna hit the Palkia. Okay, that's not the best. But we do get the Trick Room up, which is alright. Which isn't the worst. I think we don't need to stop throwing some damage down onto that TOXIPEX now, like quite heavily. Okay, let's go. Special Rend, and I'm gonna Spore the Yveltal just to shut it down, at least for a turn. Because it will burn a turn of sleep here. Just hopefully it doesn't go Sucker Punch, but I don't know if you would go Sucker Punch with the threat of Rage Powder from the Amoonguss right now. And it's gotta feel pretty threatened, so TOXIPEX looks so weird. I always thought it's like, yeah, this is Sucker Punch, okay, eat my words. That's a bit frustrating, but I mean, make these decisions, you have to deal with them. Skull coming out into, really wants to get rid of this Palkia. The Spatial Rend, if we can get this in 2 shots. Okay, we're definitely going to get it in the next turn. We are going to see Black Sludge as this Toxic does tick down. TOXIPEX blatantly has Baneful Bunker as well. I think I might switch in Kyogre now. We know the Yveltal's going to have a definite turn of sleep, and I'm going to put this TOXIPEX to sleep. And it means we can preserve Palkia for later on in the game as well. So, and once we get Kyogre in, like the TOXIPEX is at such low health now, even with the Black Sludge recovery this next turn, I feel like it's probably in range for a Water Spout to take it down. We've got Rage Powder as well, support with the Amoonguss, so we're not in too much trouble, I don't feel, just doing this. Baneful Bunker, yeah, going for that Protect to stall out the Toxic on the Palkia. So that helps us out massively here. We don't get to put the TOXIPEX to sleep, but at the same time, it's fine because the next turn we can just Rage Powder and Water Spout, and we don't really need to worry too much about a Sucker Punch coming out from the Yveltal, which you would imagine it would probably go for, considering that we haven't revealed Rage Powder yet on the Amoonguss. Although it's pretty standard that we probably have it, so whether they go for that or a knockoff is another thing. So there's the Rage Powder coming out from our little mushroom, and we'll be able to see, yeah, going for the Sucker Punch, but staying asleep. There's a Toxic, not affecting the Amoonguss, which is super nice, and the Water Spout going to start this sweep. So, not quite enough to get the TOXIPEX, but this next turn we'll be able to get both. The TOXIPEX might go for a Protect on this next turn. Might see double Protect, but again, even if they double Protect, we're still, even if the Trick Room expires, we're not in too much trouble, especially with the Cortana in the back to come in. We just need to make sure that when we do bring the Cortana in, we're bringing it in after the Landorus is out in the field, so we're not subjected to the Intimidate from that Pokemon. We get the Rage Powder here. TOXIPEX going for Recover, huh? Nice. Well, I mean, yeah, this is fine, because what we need to do is keep chipping it into range for when the Trick Room ends, because when the Trick Room ticks over and we hit it last like this, then the next turn we'll be able to get it with a Water Spout. So there we go, you see, just like that, just like magic. And now we can Water Spout again and just Rage Powder, and that's fine. We're kind of locking our opponent into a really awkward position where they either have to lose both Pokemon out in the field or protect TOXIPEX, switch something in to take a Water Spout and then try and get some momentum on their side of the field this next turn. But otherwise, like the Yveltal, if it's got Tailwind, it might be a good time for it to go for it. But Kyogre's pretty safe here. So let's see what my opponent decides to do. just thinking about all these options that they've got. I mean, I like TOXIPEX as an option. It's quite good, but it's still like, even though it's water type, it's still like most other water types. It takes so much damage from these. Wow, look at that. Veltal's such a strong Pokemon. Yeah, but we are able to get both of the... Yeah, like what I was saying is, even though it's a water type, like many other water types in this format, it's just not able to take continuous water spout damage. Just such a ridiculously strong move in the rain. Be interesting to see what the last two Pokemon are. Well, we know what one of them is. I mean, Landorus, it's probably the Kyogre. And there is Landorus and Kyogre. Okay. Kind of half tempted to protect Kyogre and then just bring in Palkia. Because one player I could see here maybe would be the Landorus going for an Earthquake. As well, Palkia's at such low health now, it just means that we can use that regenerator ability on Amoonguss, get some health back as well, and just scout out what my opponent's going to do. Like, if the Kyogre outspeeds the Landorus, it's likely... Well, it's probably... No, it doesn't indicate that it's scoffed. It means it's either max speed or scoffed. So, we can get a judge on that anyway. But we'll see. Let's have a look what they're going to do. Well, they are taking their time with what they want to do. I guess the play here, as I fear a little bit, is protect on their Kyogre and Earthquake. Even though we'll be able to take it, I just don't want to take any unnecessary risks. It's a Thunder. So it is faster, and there's a knockoff. Yeah, okay, that's fine. I mean, probably scarfed Kyogre, but the rain does stop there, so it means that Thunder isn't 100% accurate anymore, and we are going to be able to get Amoonguss in. As long as we put this Kyogre, I mean, we could probably put both things to sleep and then just get Kartana in and clean up. But I'm just going to throw out Origin Pulses because there's every chance we could get knocked off from this Landorus. I'm just going to spoil the Kyogre. I've got a feeling that it is scarfed. Because I think the tendency in this format isn't to run Adamant Landorus. I think you have to really run Jolly Landorus just to get the jump on the majority of other threats in this format. So on that basis, I would say that the Kyogre is probably scarfed, but you can never tell. It is going to go for the Thunder. If it does hit us, it's going to do a lot of damage, but I'm pretty confident that the Kyogre will probably take a Thunder and a knockoff. Potentially. We'll see. I'd imagine that's what I'll go for. But we avoid, and an Earthquake. Wow, okay. Not even caring. Doesn't even care. Amoonguss just barely hanging on. Origin Pulse does hit, so that's good. Get some damage onto the Landorus, which is nice. And there's the Spore onto Kyogre, which is good. The Landorus probably goes for a Earthquake here. I mean, I don't even need to protect. I'm just gonna let... I mean, we could play it safe. I mean, nah, let's just try and get this Landorus put to sleep. Opposing Kyogre sleeps. Earthquake coming out. I mean, yeah. He's gonna knock out his own Kyogre now. Yeah. And this should just proc our Wiki Berry. And then we got Kartana to come in, which will outspeed and be able to, even if we miss here, I mean, like, come in with a Leaf Blade. But we should hit, and we do. This Kyogre is a good Kyogre. And we pick up the win. So good game to my opponent. And another nice victory for us again today. So, only one episode today, guys. No forfeits from anyone, which is always good, and we'll end it there. So I hope you've enjoyed today's episode, guys. It has been a lot of fun. It's been really nice featuring the team again to some success, so hopefully we can continue this on as we go throughout this week. So do tune in to tomorrow's episode, guys. Leave your comments down below. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are on today's episode. But until next time, guys, have a great evening, afternoon, morning, whatever time of day it is where you're watching this, and I will see you all next time. So until then, guys, take care of yourselves, and bye bye.